I'm Charlie Carroll. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm the owner of Twisted Pinecones. So Twisted Pinecones, we specialize in making handmade nature resin pendants, jewelry out of pine cones. So the pinecone pendant being a staple in my community for the last 10 plus years. Communities all around the world that love the EDM music, from dubstep to house, the pinecone pendant is that thing that we see on each other that we can kind of recognize one another, while we're in the streets. If I'm walking through New York and I see somebody wearing a pinecone pendant, I know that they're family. I started creating because I went to a music festival for the first time in 2018 after I got out of the military. It was Electric Forest back home in Michigan. And I wanted to hand create gifts that I could give to people that I met at the forest. So I made handmade resin and nature resin and wood pendants. I made about 100 of them, and I gave them all out, and I had the absolute best experience of my life. Being able to gift something to somebody and expect nothing in return is the greatest feeling I've ever felt in my life. So I wanted to up it, and I wanted to start making more high quality, something that's sought after. That way that people know know me and know my name. And then when they look at my brand or they look at a pine cone, they know that's Charlie's pine cone. That's a Twisted pine cone. The process of making a pine cone pendant, it's an actual whole pine cone. It's made out of the world's most dense pine cone, and they only grow in forests that have experienced forest fires. So I get the pine cone, I cut it. In each slice, you can either put anything on it that you want to. It could be a gemstone, it could be a symbol, it could be a meditating astronaut. Anything that you can find. The imagination is the limitation to what can happen with them. But they're cast in resin, so they're completely encapsulated, which protects them. And then they're hung on a cord and send them out to my customers. So what makes us unique in the market is that we're not just making pinecone pendants. So yes, those have been around for 10 plus years, but I'm also making the pinecone ring. I have my patent pending pinecone wristwatch. And it's just going to be about growth. It's going to be about getting in front of our customers, going to those music festivals all around the country, having our booth, letting people see who we are, and letting them find that piece that speaks to them and lets them express who they are as a person.